Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. We are back here today for a brand new pick a card reading. Whether you are new or returning, hello and welcome. I am super excited to be bringing forth these messages for you today from your spirit guides and guardian angels. So today we're doing things a little bit differently. So instead of having all of the piles pre-done and pre-shuffled and already picked out for you, today we are going in themes of different decks, and I am going to be shuffling in front of you. So before we get started, I would like you to take a moment to really ground and center yourself, clear your mind, calm your mind, and call in your spirit guides and guardian angels to help guide you to the deck of cards that contains the information for your highest good to hear right now. And alright, let's dive right in. So for today's groups of cards, we have deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. If you're interested to know what themes we have for each deck and the crystals, for deck number 1 we have the unicorns and the Labradorite crystal. For deck number 2 we have the rose quartz crystal, and this is mermaids. And for deck number 3 we have the fairies and the honey calcite crystal. You can take a moment to pause the video until you are ready, and if you feel drawn to more than one pile, feel free to check those out as well. I will have timestamps provided in the pinned comment down below. And without further ado, let's get started. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. For those of you who chose the unicorn pile, the Labradorite pile, let's find out from your spirit guides and guardian angels what they feel is in your highest good to know right now. What is in pile number 1's highest good to know right now? What is in pile number 1's highest good to know right now? What is in their highest good to know right now? What is pile number 1's highest good to know right now? What should pile number 1 know at this time? What should they know? What is in their highest good? These two flip. Ooh, we got 3 cards here that flipped upside down. I'm just gonna go with it. Okay. And let's go one more. What does pile number 1 need to know most right now? One more card. What does pile number 1 need to know most at this time? What should they know at this time? What is their highest good to know at this time? Oop. We have adventure. Alright. Let's see. So, for your first 4 cards, we have cycles. We have past lives. Oh, this is really interesting. Innocence. Adventure. Alright, before we dive into this, let's pull some tarot cards as well and see what messages your spirit guides and guardian angels have for you at this time. Alright, let's see. What is in group number 1's highest good to know right now? What is in their highest good to know right now? We have the Knight of Swords. What is in... Oh. We have the 9 of Wands. Right. One or two more, I feel. What is in group number 1's highest good to know at this time? What is in there? Okay. We have the High Priestess. Very nice. Alright, let's pull from my other tarot deck. What is in group number one's highest good to know at this time? What should group number one know at this time? What is in their highest good to know at this time? What is in their highest good to know at this time? Woo! Okay. We have life experience. Oh boy, this is really interesting with the life experience, past life, and cycles. This is going to be a really interesting reading, you guys. What is in pile number one's highest good to know at this time? What is in their highest good to know at this time? One or two more cards. We have the Five of Spring. Yeah, I feel like that's good. Let's stop there. First thing that's really popping up to me for you, pile number one, is with the High Priestess card. I'm feeling like recently you've probably had to, or you've been faced to make a decision between two different things. Now, normally I don't always get that with this card, but the way that this energy is coming off to me, I'm really feeling that. Also, I'm hearing soul contracts with cycles, past lives, and life experience paired up with the High Priestess and also the Five of Spring. I'm getting the sense that recently you've had to go through a tough situation, and I feel like this is something that's tough, but I feel like with the sun and the back here, the way it peeks through everything, I feel as if like this is for your highest good, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. I'm feeling like you're really working hard at something, or you've had to make a really tough decision, or you've been put in a spot that may be more challenging, or again having to choose between two different things. With the Five of Spring, it says opposing goals arising from different opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. So, and with the life experience card, I'm really feeling you were unsure of a certain direction to go. I feel that from the Knight of Swords too. And your spirit guides and guardian angels are saying not to necessarily listen to other people's opinions at this time, and to more so tune into your own inner compass, because that's where I'm hearing a wellspring. So that's where you're going to make the best decision for your life. And I feel like whatever this was put in your life for a reason, because you had to come to kind of like this crossroads. I'm getting charging ahead. So with the adventure card, the way that the unicorn is charging ahead, I'm really sensing like, yeah, you had to kind of go, it almost feels like you had to head off blindfolded into something. You weren't sure, but I also feel like maybe there's a sense with the innocence card that somebody else was on the line with this. Like you had to make a decision involving others, and maybe this is family for somebody watching this. I'm feeling a family vibe from this. Feeling fresh starts also with the innocence, past lives cards. Yeah, I'm for somebody watching this, for some reason I'm hearing working hard for your family. When I look at the Nine of Wands here, I feel a lot of determination coming from your pile, a lot of family vibes as well. So some of you watching this might have a family of your own, like you might have kids, or you might be married or in a relationship with kids. And maybe that's why it feels like others are on the line with your decision. And I'm feeling like your spirit guides and guardian angels are recognizing everything that you're putting into this, everything that you're doing for others right now. And again, for somebody watching this, I feel like this could be correlated with your family, the decisions that you're making for your family. And they're really saying that they're proud of you for charging ahead like this and taking the lead. For some of you, maybe that wasn't always an easy thing, or maybe it's come to a point where maybe you are thrown in a situation where you feel like you might be doing it somewhat alone or taking the lead. I feel a lot of guiding energy within this. Yeah, your spirit guides and guardian angels are really encouraging you to take the lead at this time. Yes, they're acknowledging the point that you are at this time, and it's really interesting with the Knight of Cups and the Adventure. They're both kind of charging off ahead, and Adventure says, "Dare to do things differently. Manifest your travel dreams. Move to a new location." So for some of you, moving or relocating might be in the midst, or might be something that you're thinking about or having to do very soon. Yeah, I'm hearing like it's time to move ahead. It's also maybe time to move on from something. I feel you starting a new part of your journey within this. So maybe a lot of you are relocating, getting a new house, getting a new apartment, or traveling. Old cycles have ended. I'm feeling like something that has arisen before has come to a close, and it's good. It's okay to let the past go now. With the past lives card here in cycles, the old cycle is done. So I feel like for some of you, for those who are going through like transitioning from one chapter of their life to the next, I feel like this was something connected to your past life. I'm also hearing past life soulmate. So maybe that connects to your family somehow too. I'm getting, for some reason, to tell somebody that somebody in your family you knew from a past life. They may be part of your soul group or a soulmate. We have many different kinds of soulmates. They're not just romantic. They can be your friends. They can be your siblings. They can be your parents. They can be anybody. It can even be romantic. But what I'm getting here, with this new cycle comes a lot of bright energy. So fresh, exciting new starts. Closing an old chapter. You might be signing contracts soon as well with the High Priestess, the way that she's holding the scrolls. And for some of you, I'm really feeling the sense of like getting a new house or relocating. I'm feeling an abundant life within your family as well, or whoever it is that you live with. I'm feeling like a lot of your good karma is actually going to be coming in the midst right now. So old cycles have ended. So if things have seemed hard to you for a while, or you've been really busy taking care of other people, expect that there's going to be a lot of fresh new energy soon. See you taking off ahead into this new chapter, new beginnings. I really do feel that new beginnings are amidst. If you've been trying to manifest something for a while, I actually feel like this coming into more of a full circle kind of feeling. I'm really feeling like it is time. It's time to charge ahead. It's time to move forward. There's a lot of forward moving energy right now. I heard people looking up to you as well. Since this is a general reading, I'm going to get multiple different messages for different people. So keep that in mind. Take what resonates with you and leave behind what does not. Something that you've been working really hard for is going to be making its way into your life. I do see that, like, this old cycle or whatever you've been working really hard for is going to be coming into full front with the butterfly here. I'm sensing also transformation. So for others of you, if you've been going through some kind of conflict or a hard time, I see like this is the process. I'm getting this message. I'm feeling this message. Like this is a process of metamorphosis. And this was somehow also linked to a past life and like it was written in your birth contract, I guess you could say, or before you incarnated into this life. And I'm feeling like it was all a process to help you grow and give you more life experience. I'm feeling a lot of like harmonious family energy too. Maybe even get-togethers with people that you were very close to. Maybe like if for some of you, maybe like the family that you choose, like your friends and stuff, or maybe your actual family or the family that you made if you have your own family, like kids and stuff. For some reason, I just heard storytelling. I don't know what that is, but maybe that's validation for somebody watching this. There's a big focus on kids in this group. For those of you who have kids or you are around kids. Spirit's also saying that it may be time for a break for you to have some time to play. With the Innocence card, we have take time to play, nurture your inner child, live a childlike sense of wonder. And so I'm also hearing with the Adventure, dare to dream. So it might be time for you to let loose and do something creative. Okay, so for many of you who've had an idea of starting something new, a new project, a new goal, a new business, if this can be anything, this can be anything. I'm feeling like Spirit's really giving you the green light for that. Like, this is going to be, I feel a lot of exciting energy around this for you. And they're saying charge ahead, and it's like something new, something that you haven't done before. So for many of you, that might be a new project, a new business venture, a new start of some sort, moving to a new location. It even says right here, move to a new location. So for many of you, you might be thinking of relocating or in the midst of it. And I'm feeling a lot of exciting energy about this for you. Now's the time to move ahead, Spirit's saying. Okay, so it's for your highest good to move ahead. So move ahead on something, whether this is a situation that you are going through, or maybe this is travel plans, or again, a new project. Out with the old and with the new, with the past lives and the cycles and the life experience. Yes, definitely. Like, it's time. Like, that old stuff is coming to a close. I'm feeling really fresh beginnings from you. Something that's harmonious for yourself or exciting for yourself and the people most dear to you. And so it's kind of like if you've been having a rough time, like wiping the slate clean from what had just ended and starting new, starting fresh. There's a lot of happy energy around this. So whatever is going to be happening soon for you, I'm feeling a lot of excitement from it. Maybe you're going to go on a trip. Maybe you're going to get a new house. Maybe you're getting a new job that you enjoy. Are starting something new or taking on more of a childlike wonder and facing the world with that, and a lot of adventure in this. Let me see what else I'm getting for you, pile number 1. Moving ahead. So it's like you're not, at this point, you might not be feeling like you might be feeling like you're not even looking back at this point. Like, the past is gone, you're zeroed in on the future, and I'm seeing Spirit in my mind drawing like this roadmap right now of where to go with the life experience card. So for some of you, again, this could be literal relocating somewhere, but whatever this means to you with closing a chapter and a bright new one ahead of you, it's like a new stage of your growth as well. So with the life experience, it says let go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So this is exactly what I was feeling, like letting go of the past, letting go. This says old belief system. So maybe it's your frame of mind that's changing and you're inviting more of this childlike wonder. But for many of you, I do sense like exciting times ahead, maybe new opportunities, and maybe business partnerships that are really good for you as well. Daring to do things differently. So there's change ahead, but it's very positive change. Very, very positive change. Yeah, it's like you have finished this old cycle with your past, and now it's time for something exciting. It's time for this new stage of growth, and you're reaping the rewards of that and really feeling the freshness of this new start. Like, this new start feels really good. I'm getting a lot of positive feelings about this. Also, for some of you, I feel like some of you, like, this new start could be in trusting yourself more. Maybe it seems you feel kind of unsure about this at first because it's different, but it's like you're being encouraged to go forward here, and I'm feeling really bright times ahead. A lot of confidence, excitement in the mystery too. Letting go of other people's opinions of what you should do, and just taking the risk and moving forward, even if it feels kind of different, because maybe you're somebody that always cared what the people around you thought. But I'm seeing you letting go of those opinions, and maybe this kind of seems like conflict at first, or uncomfortable, or you're a little worried about that, but Spirit's really telling you to let go of that. Trust your own belief system, trust your own judgment, trust, and most of all, trust what you want to do. Lead with your heart. Do what you want to do with your heart. Don't listen to the opinions of others for what they think is best for you. I'm feeling you taking the lead, taking action, going ahead, and exciting new times. And it's like wiping the slate clean and starting fresh. And this, again, feels like it's for your highest good to move forward. A lot of moving forward energy within this pile, and closing those old chapters and just kind of wiping that slate clean. And trusting yourself, having confidence, and I feel like you do, and maybe you've already moved on to this, where you're in this state of feeling powerful and empowered and excited about your own decisions. All right, that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new. You can also leave a comment down below if you enjoyed your reading and if it resonated with you. You can also click on the notification bell to stay up to date with any new content when it gets released. Have a wonderful day. Hello, pile number 2, for those of you who chose the rose quartz crystal in the mermaid theme deck. Let's see what your spirit guides and guardian angels believe is in your highest good to know right now. What is in group number 2's highest good to know right now? Oh, let's see what we got. We had some cards drop here. So we have Lemuria returns. Lemuria. The Selkie and her skin. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. Let's go one or two more cards. What is in group number 1's highest good to know right now? What is in their highest good to know right now? What is group number 2? I think I said number 1. What is in group number 2's highest good to know right now? What is in their highest good to know? What is in group number 2's highest good to know at this time? What is in their highest good to know right now? What is in group number Adrift? Let's go one more. I did 4 of the oracle cards for the other group. We have the return of Aphrodite. Beautiful. All right, let's see what tarot cards we have for you today. All right, what is in group number 2's highest good to know at this time? Oh boy. try that again. Let's go 2 or 3 cards. What is in group number 2 is highest good to know at this time? And 2 or 3 cards. Maybe 2 or 3 cards. Oh, 3 cards. Okay. Nope, got. Wow, Spirit really wants you to have more. Let's go. Okay. One moment, you guys. So we have the Ace of Wands and the Page of Swords. One more card. One more card. One more card. Their highest good to know right now. What is in their highest good to know right now for group number 2? What's in group number 2's highest good to know right now? What is in their highest good to know right now? One more card. Okay. We have the Moon. All right, let's move on to the other tarot deck. What is in their highest good to know at this time? What is in group number 1's or 2's highest good? The Sun. The Moon and the Sun. That's so interesting. So 1 or 2 more cards. What is in group number 2's highest good to know at this time? What is in group number 2's highest good to know at this time? What is in their highest good to know right now? Okay, so Spirit is very persistent about giving you more cards, so we're just going to go with it. So for these ones, we have the Ten of Spring, the King of Summer, and the Wheel. So when I first look at this card, I'm really sensing like a lot of daydreaming energy with the Silky in her skin and a drift card, and also the return of Aphrodite. I feel like for some of you, there's something you've been waiting for a little bit. Maybe it's been a while, but I'm seeing like whatever has been on your mind, I feel like you are going to be receiving good news about it. So for some of you, I'm feeling like maybe you've been on the lookout for like a soulmate connection. And with these 2 cards, the Return of Aphrodite and the King of Summer, I'm really sensing like that coming into your life very soon. And there's a lot of potential within this connection as well. I'm feeling a lot of you getting more abundance and going after the things that you want with the Sun and the Page of Swords. And getting a lot of abundance is coming to you. A lot of creative energy, maybe the start of new projects, kind of like group number 1. But with the Lemuria returns, it's like giving birth to a new idea, or maybe you've, like, this is not going to apply to all of you, but for some of you, maybe you've been pregnant and expecting, or maybe your partner has been pregnant and expecting. And I do feel like this new start coming, a lot of happy energy around this. Optimism. There's a lot of optimism within this pile, and I definitely feel that, yeah. A lot of daydreaming. And I'm feeling like a lot of creative opportunities arising for you. A lot of creations and a lot of abundance. So maybe for some of you, you do have your own business, and maybe the things you sell are your creations. And I'm feeling like a lot of exciting new energy. So maybe you've revamped something. For some of you, if you own your own business, this isn't going to be for everybody, but maybe you've revamped something fresh, new, a start of a new journey. I was getting a lot of like fresh new starts from group number 1 as well. So that's interesting. Maybe you picked both of these piles for some of you, but I feel like your creativity is going to be very heightened right now. Also, if you've been feeling stuck creatively or have kind of like a writer's block or like a creative block of some sort, and you're trying to find the solutions to this, I'm sensing like with the Ten of Spring, it says ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So maybe that's also part of it, especially with this Adrift card. And it's pretty much saying don't be afraid to ask for help, or maybe somebody else can help spark an idea, like bouncing off of each other. Let me see what other messages I'm getting for you. Others of you, you might be receiving help from your romantic partner if you're already in a relationship. For those of you who are single, you might be meeting somebody or getting into a relationship with somebody that's actually pretty good for you. This is a general reading, so this can go different directions, but for someone watching this, I do feel like this is a happy new start. I'm hearing something that you've been waiting for a while with the sun. And this card keeps drawing me in along with the wheel. Something that you've been waiting for a while. I see that this coming into full circle, full effect. There's this sense of, just like waiting for something to appear, waiting for something to arrive. For some of you, this could be finding your soulmate, or for some of you, this could be waiting for a business to take off. For some of you, it could be waiting for a baby to arrive. Not for everybody, and like making the preparation for this. And yeah, there's a lot of creative energy. So something like this could be literal or figurative, but it's like there's something about to be born, like a new idea. Again, maybe a new baby for some of you. There's a sense of, it says earthy spirituality, community, ocean conservation. So what I'm getting paired with the Ten of Spring here is maybe it is telling you to lean on other people to help you with this. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance. And I feel like asking for assistance, leaning on others is going to reap good rewards for you. Not to do it alone. With the Page of Swords, it's almost like, it feels kind of like at the moment, like the sword's too heavy for this person. Like they need to maybe possibly benefit from asking someone for help or having somebody else help them. Yeah, it's like there's this sense of searching with the Moon card here too. Maybe it's like you've been running something in your mind on and on and on, and you're not finding a certain solution by yourself, or you're having a little bit of trouble with this, or there's confusion here. And your spirit guides for some of you are saying to ask somebody else for advice, ask someone else for help. I'm feeling like maybe this is a time where you're not supposed to be figuring everything out on your own. And I'm feeling a positive outcome coming from some helpful advice or assistance from somebody else. I'm feeling a lot of partnership vibes from this. Oh, my ear started ringing. Yeah, for some of you, this might be a soulmate connection coming in. This could be romantic, or maybe it's a business partnership. A soulmate can be anybody. It can be your friends, your family, or a lover. It doesn't... There are different kinds of soulmates and soulmate connections. And whether this is romantic and you're leaning on your partner, or you're about to meet a new one, it does feel like something really positive. So if you're thinking about getting in a relationship with somebody, I'm definitely feeling like positive outcomes with this. We have the sunflower. The sunflower, think about it, it stands tall and it's so bright and beautiful. And I feel like maybe you've been through some relationships. If, again, for those of you who may be single, I feel like maybe you've kind of been in some crappy relationships, or you've been waiting for something that matches you better. And this card says plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. So I'm definitely feeling like whether this is a business partnership, whether this is a soulmate connection, like a romantic partner, whether this is finding like abundance for something that you have done recently, or earning abundance, something that you've really been waiting for. I feel like it's finally going to come into full effect and reach you. And I'm hearing for somebody asking someone. So maybe there's something that you've been wanting to know. Maybe you haven't known how somebody's feeling or thinking or whatever this is, but the Spirit is saying for those of you, like, just ask them. I am feeling a deep romantic connection for some of you watching this. And if you're already in a relationship or married and I'm saying this, maybe it's a business partnership, or it's like the relationship you are in, like moving to the next step. I feel like a connection building, like maybe building a stronger foundation between you. There's a lot of exciting fertile energy. And when I say fertile, I don't just mean like if you're trying to have a baby. I'm meaning like there's a lot of potential for good things coming from this. And I'm really getting the emphasis of working with somebody else. So again, this could be a romantic partner, a business partnership. But I'm feeling like whoever this is to you, you and them are going to make a good team. And I feel like this is a fresh, brand new start, a bright new start. And it's not only good, like maybe it's slow in the beginning if this is a business partnership to find like the financial rewards from it. I do feel like those come, but I'm also feeling a lot of emotional fulfillment. So it's interesting to me because I just referred to the sunflowers. They're standing tall, but it's like they're full of beauty. They're full of this bright energy, regardless of what they've been through, and they stand tall. And we also had the butterfly card, or butterfly in this card. So that might be a very important symbol for you right now, for sunflowers and butterflies. And a spirit animal that's guiding you right now might be the butterfly. And butterflies often represent transformation, growth, metamorphosis. So you might be leaving behind an old cycle and starting something new, starting a new business, starting a new business partnership, an exciting new idea. There's a lot of brainstorming energy within this pile, but a lot of abundance, and a lot of potential for great things. And again, for some of you, this might be a soulmate connection or a romantic connection. So I'm feeling like going down this road you're on, going down this tunnel is going to lead you to success. Combining your intuition and your creative abilities to move ahead. Yeah, I'm feeling brilliant ideas surfacing for you. With the wheel and the Ace of Wands, yeah, this feels like something extremely exciting. So something you may have been working really hard for, or I'm feeling a lot of mental energy. So maybe something you've been trying to brainstorm. Again, I'm feeling like for some reason I just heard songwriting. So maybe one of you watching this is into songwriting, but I'm feeling you like sink down into your imagination and really let your imagination flow, and also working with somebody else. So maybe you're collaborating with somebody else to do this thing, and you're preparing this project or whatever this venture is into the world, and it's going to reap a lot of benefits, and there's a lot of excitement in preparing this thing. With the Lemuria returns, I'm feeling a lot of preparation also. So again, this could be a kid, a project, a business partnership, an idea that you've had floating around in your mind. And if you felt like you've need a little help with that idea, I feel like somebody around you can, if you ask for their help, they can push you in the right direction. And it's like you both harvesting success from this. I am feeling like someone coming along to help you. So helpful advice, helpful ideas, collaboration, business partnerships, soulmate connections, new starts. We have the Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So something very exciting is in the midst. And a lot of partnership energies, and this could be romantic or not romantic. I am feeling, for someone watching this is like a soulmate connection being referred to. So your spirit guides want you to know that this is going to go good places. We have 2 dolphins here, and to me, I feel like that also, along with both of these cards, are really a lot of love energy, a lot of collaboration. Somebody that's on your level is coming into your life. And this could be romantic or not romantic. Maybe it's a friendship you've been waiting for. That's somebody that finally reciprocates what you give. And it's like there's an equal amount of give and take. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new. You can also comment down below if this resonated with you, and I love reading what you have to say. You can click on the notification bell also to stay up to date with any new content when it gets released. I hope you will all have a wonderful day, and thank you for taking the time to watch this reading. Hello, pile number 3. For those of you who chose the honey calcite crystal in the fairy theme deck, let's see what messages your spirit guides and guardian angels believe is in your highest good to know right now. Let me move this a bit out of the way. Okay. Oops, I got some turned upside down here. All right. What is in... Let's push this back a little bit. What is in group number 3's highest good to know right now? What is in group number 3's highest good to know right now? What is in their highest good to know right now? What is in their highest good to know right now? What is in group number 3's highest good to know right now? What messages do you have for them? Okay, so we got 3 that actually are flipped over here, so I am going to go with it. So we have beauty, inner child, and vacation. Those are some fun cards there. Let's go with one more from this deck, and then we'll move on to the tarot cards. What messages do you have for group number 3? What messages do you have for group number 3 and their highest good to know right now? What messages are in group number 3's highest good to know at this time? One more card from this deck. One more card. What is in group number 3's highest good to know right now? One more card. What is in their highest good to know at this time? One more card. What is in their highest good to know right now? Okay. What is in their highest good to know? Okay. We have new opportunity. Ooh. Very nice. Alright, let's see what tarot cards we have for you today. What is in group number 3's highest good to know right now? What's in their highest good to know right now? 3 cards. What is in their highest good to know at this time? What is in their highest good to know right now? What is in group number 3's highest good to know at this time? What is in their highest good to know? Okay. We have the Hermit. Oh, wow, guys. We have Vacation, the Hermit, and the Hermit. 2 more from this deck. What is in their highest good to know right now? 2 more cards. What is in their highest good to know right now? We have one that fell. We have the 5 of Cups. It's a lot of retreating energy so far from you. Group number 3. One more from this deck. Okay. Popped out. The Chariot. This is interesting. Alright, one more deck. And then we will dive in. What is in group number 3's highest good to know at this time? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? So we have, the 2 of Autumn. 2 more cards. Oh, right out. Nope, they got 4. Let's go 2 or 3. Whoops. Got stuff falling out here. Here we go. So we have Renewal and Unity. All right, let's see what messages that your spirit guides and guardian angels have for you at this time. So the first thing that pops up to me right off the bat with you for pile number 3, with the Hermit card, Inner Child, and we also have Vacation here and Renewal. There's a sense of isolation, and I'm feeling like retreating back into yourself and taking some time to heal with the 5 of Cups here also. Yeah, so maybe for some of you, you just went through a really painful situation. Something just came to a close. That's really interesting because in all 3 readings, there's a sense of something coming to a close. But for you, this feels more like something that might have been more heartbreaking. For some of you, that doesn't have to apply to everybody. Since this is a general reading, take what resonates with you and leave behind what does not. But I am feeling like a cluttered mind. So something that's been really weighing heavy on your mind, weighing heavy on your heart. Something that someone might have said that hurt your feelings. And I see you like recuperating from whatever this thing was or whatever was said to you or whatever had ended in your life. For some of you, I feel like it could have been a friendship or a breakup of a romantic connection. Yeah, and it's like you're taking time to go and heal your inner child too, or this may be your spirit guide's way of letting you know that it's time to do some healing with your inner child because of some wounds that might have gotten dug up, or there's just a sense that there needs to be some healing. So maybe it is time to go in more of that isolation mode, more in the hermit, to really rejuvenate yourself, the beauty card I'm feeling here, so that you can move on to new beginnings, and you can be around other people feeling refreshed and renewed. But give yourself time. And with this, and coming out of the hermit phase here, there will be a new opportunity moving forward. I feel like there was, for someone watching this, a hard ending of some sort. And it's like, maybe this was an abrupt ending I'm feeling. There's a sense of sadness involved or anxiety or something that you didn't want to come to a close necessarily, but it had to. Or maybe something was said so that it got to the point where it needed to stop. You needed to move away from this. And maybe your heart aches because of this. And I'm feeling you, like, again, retreating into yourself, going into this hermit phase, contemplating over things, and your spirit guides and guardian angels want you to take this time to really rest, rejuvenate, do something for yourself. Yes, definitely. Like building up your confidence, doing something of self-love. Nurturing your inner child is really big right now for you. Maybe it is literally going on a vacation. For some of you, maybe it's the end of a job or a certain job, and it's like you're recollecting yourself, and in this sense of renewal, there's new opportunities. But I feel like whatever had ended was meant to end, even though it seemed hard. And maybe you're still looking back on it. There's a sense like you're still thinking about whatever this is, and the spirit's trying to patiently nudge you to bring renewal to yourself, to bring nurturing, to bring self-love, to bring that care to yourself, to know that you deserved better than whatever came to a close, whether this is a relationship, whether this was a job, whether this was whatever resonates with you. I feel like that old cycle had to close, and yeah, the sense of retreating into that hermit energy. Definitely. It's so fascinating to me that both of the hermit and the vacation card came out for you. And you also have new opportunity and the chariot. So it's like something was forced to come to a close. I feel that for you. Something was forced to come to a close. Maybe this was something that you didn't see coming, or you didn't really want this to necessarily happen. Because, well, who wants to be put in a state of stress? But I feel like whatever it is has weighed heavy on your heart, heavy on your mind. Maybe your heart is broken, or it's just the stress of having to get things together. Maybe if you lost a job, or maybe you need a break from work. Maybe this is a sign that you need a vacation, a literal vacation, to take time out for yourself and be patient with yourself and to move on. There's a sense that your spirit guides and guardian angels are telling you to move on from something or someone and charge ahead, even though it's hard, into new beginnings. The healing will come with time. What else? Let's see. I'm here. I'm feeling like supportive people, so a support system around you right now is very important. This is also Spirit's way of saying that they are with you. They see the pain that you're going through, and they are with you through this. They are nurturing. They're trying to nurture you as well. They see that your mind has been heavy. They see that your mind has been chaotic. They see that you've retreated. They are there trying to nurture you and nudge you in directions of self-love and things, doing things for yourself, or moving on to new opportunities. I'm feeling like if something has been hurting your heart and you haven't made this decision yet, or this has not come to a close, I feel like Spirit is nudging you to move away from something, and this isn't going to necessarily be easy, I feel, for someone watching this, but yeah, there's a sense of forward moving, but I keep seeing you look back at something. Maybe there's a reluctance or a stress, or focusing in on the past. And Spirit really wants you to shift that focus more on yourself, into nurturing yourself, self-love, doing things for you, and leaning on your support system as well. I feel wisdom arising from this. I'm also seeing you kind of integrating what you gather in whatever hermit phase that you're going through right now. Like, we have the hermit card here, and unity. They almost look like the same man to me in a way, but what I'm feeling, it's like maybe this is also Spirit's way of nudging you to get out of this hermit mode, even though maybe you might be reminiscing on the past. Spirit's nudging you to, like, maybe slowly get out of that, slowly start leaving the past. They want your focus to shift from the past to what has come to a close, because that needed to come to a close, and they want you to do more focus on yourself. And I feel like for some of you, it might be hard to be around people right now, and because I feel like there's this attachment to the past with the hermit and the unity, the way that he's just kind of bent down, it almost like, at least in this card, because I can get different messages for different cards when I read them different times, but I'm getting like he's crouched over. It's like he's still kind of kept to himself, and I feel like maybe that's how you're feeling right now, and you're searching for something, or maybe you're searching for that wisdom to take from the situation that has happened. And it's like you're trying to clean out your mind, maybe, but it's too hard. Or maybe it's just that you're not fixated necessarily on clearing that just yet. And there's a lot of sense of heartbreak, too, for whatever is going on in your life. Reminiscing about the past. And also with the Five of Cups, that really makes me think that being stuck in your mind. And Spirit's saying right now, what I'm hearing is that to try to start shifting your focus outside of that. Try to do little small steps to look outside of it. Look around you. Look at what's outside of you and not dwelling on the past too much. And I feel like whatever this is, it's not an easy thing. And this can be many different things, but they're saying take baby steps. They want you to take baby steps. And this is not a hard thing to come out of, but a step is a step. You don't have to be quick with it, but one step is a step. It's still progress. That's what they want you to know. It is still progress to take baby steps at your own time, but to move forward, even if it's moving on slowly. Even just taking that step, making yourself, sometimes when we're feeling really low, we don't want to do anything. We just kind of want to stay in our bed and, stay in our minds for some of us. I know that I can be like that sometimes too. And the Spirit's saying, like, even just a little baby step, like, if you've been feeling really low, maybe just getting up and doing something, like taking a shower, or just going for a walk outside, or getting out of the house for a little bit. That's what they're encouraging you to do. Just take those little baby steps right now. And I feel like this will help bring some healing to you with time. And the more baby steps you take, the more renewed you will feel, and walking away from this past. And I feel like maybe slowly opening up to somebody if you've lost, like, someone, like if this was a breakup or something along those lines. It's like focusing on yourself before you jump into something. Also, like, trying to take baby steps away from the thoughts that you've been collecting in your head that haven't been doing you any good, haven't been doing you any justice. I feel like they're hoarded up right now, and Spirit wants you to get out of that more. Like, take the baby steps out of that. Focus on yourself. Focus on nurturing yourself. Self-love. Renewal. It says renewal, so exactly that. It says, review the past and present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. So for some of you, that might actually be the message that you need to hear too. Is just, especially having this Hermit card here, contemplation, reviewing what you've been through, and, taking the lessons you've learned, and, like, understanding the reasoning behind it. Like, what have you gathered from this? Understand what you've collected from this, and just working on releasing whatever had come to a close so that you can move ahead and new opportunities can arise for you as well. I feel like for someone watching this, maybe it feels like you've been more stagnant, but maybe there's a message here that maybe the reason why you felt stuck or stagnant is because you're too fixated on the past and something that's happened in the past and not letting go of it fully. Maybe you don't realize that for some of you fully, and maybe you do, but maybe if you feel like you're not moving forward, maybe you're not actually allowing yourself to move forward, so you're not seeing that reflected back into your life. but it's like Spirit keeps showing me like the shift, like they want you to shift your focus, and it's not necessarily on other people, it's more on yourself, doing things for yourself, baby steps. Even if it's something simple like brushing your hair when you don't feel like getting out of bed, or, you know, like making a bowl of soup for yourself, nurturing yourself. Whatever helps you feel rejuvenated and in touch with your own self and feeling whole on your own also to say. So if you've gone through like a breakup of some sort or a breakup, I'm feeling to tell you that Spirit wants you to focus on being whole by yourself. So instead of taking these thoughts and criticizing yourself, or just these destructive thoughts that aren't serving you any well, because I feel like there might be some of that within you at this time, to shift it on something more productive, on in focus of yourself. So again, nurturing yourself, treating yourself, healing yourself. Like there's a lot of sense of healing. Focus on the healing and not what happened necessarily, like how focusing too much on the hurt rather than nurturing yourself. So maybe you're even like beating yourself up over something, and your spirit guides are being like, or pretty much like, hey, that's enough. This isn't serving your highest good to be weighing down so much on yourself and beating yourself up over something. To let that go. Try to release the judgment on yourself and others, and do something that makes you feel good. Start doing things that make you feel more in touch with yourself. Like, you can still be in the hermit phase, like not needing to be around a bunch of people, or maybe taking baby steps to be around other people, but putting the focus on something productive towards yourself or nurturing towards yourself rather than beating down on yourself about something. I also feel for someone watching this, I just got the messages could be separate or part of the same message, but I'm feeling like they're saying confusion is going to be soon cleared up. So something you've been really stuck on or confused about or seemed really cloudy is going to get cleared out, and you'll see it. There will be a sense of, again, renewal with this. You'll see things, and then there's new opportunities arising from this. Finally seeing the light of something. So for others of you, this is like a sense of maybe you felt like you were stuck in the dark for a while. You didn't know the truth. You didn't know the answers. And it's like finally, like maybe you felt like your judgment was a bit cloudy, or you were stuck in your worries or sorrow or sadness or something along that nature. And I'm feeling like it's like the clouds are finally clearing up. So a bright new day is ahead of you. All these dark clouds they're showing me are going to clear up. Truth is going to be illuminated from this. You'll finally be able to see things more clearly, and that itself is going to bring you a sense of rejuvenation. There's a sense of not needing to be like, they want you to not be fixated on the past or how things could have been or what you could have said or what somebody had done to hurt you, and be more fixated on the present, what you can do now. How can you turn this, the thoughts that may have been weighing you down into something constructive? Like, how can you review this in a constructive way and view it with a purpose? So to wrap this up, we have maybe there's been too much focus on the past, or in this hermit phase there's the sense that you might need to take baby steps out of that and forgive yourself. I just heard too. Do something to nurture yourself, to bring out and bring love to your inner child. Do something that makes your heart feel good. Do something that makes you feel comfortable and warm. Maybe that's also part of it. Instead of hermiting away in the sense of your thoughts, like collecting negative thoughts, do something like you can still be in the hermit phase and take baby steps to nurture yourself. Even if you're just wrapping yourself up in a nice warm blanket and turning the heat up if it's cold and watching a movie or something along those lines, just do something nurturing, do something that feels good, and stop inflicting these harmful thoughts on yourself because they're not serving your highest good. And there's a big emphasis on that, on your thoughts right now. And the more you release the past, the better you're going to feel. The more you're going to be able to move ahead. And it'll feel less like baby steps and feeling like you can be around people again. Release self-judgment, I'm also getting. Knowing that not everything that had happened, whatever happened, was your fault. It's not your fault, I'm hearing. Spirit wants to carry you forward, wants you to go forward, not stay stuck in the past. Release thoughts that aren't for your highest good about yourself, and release the past. Release judgment on the situation and just release. There's a lot of sense of needing to move forward and being whole on your own or doing something to nurture yourself. And I'm feeling positive energy, so it's like there is a light at the end of the tunnel of whatever is going on, but it needed to happen. Something needed to come to a close. And it's like they're trying to nudge you forward a bit. Like, stop. You need to get out of this hermit phase, they're saying. It's just, when I see the hermit next to the new opportunities, it almost feels like they're nudging you forward, they're pushing you forward, and you're still looking back, but they're still pushing you. They're saying there's a bright new opportunity ahead of you. And it's time. They're saying that you deserve this bright new opportunity too. And it's for your highest good. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below. I love reading what you have to say. You can also subscribe to my channel if you are new and you enjoyed this reading. You can also click on the notification bell to stay up to date with any new content when it gets released. All right, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful day.